Hi everybody, I'm Chantal and I am back with another episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and this time I am on episode number 18. The name of this video actually is called The Arrogant Palm of a Small Human. Interesting. That last episode for me was just so incredibly confusing as hell. The big man, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Colonel, Captain, the big one with the muscles. Oh, Armstrong, that's it. Yeah, Colonel Armstrong and Ed has got on a train going back home. Can't remember the name of the home they're going to, but they're going back home. And that is because this Colonel Mustang, he's lost his damn mind. Okay, he's gone a little bit insane with this revenge, but I think it's going further than that, because for him, he's had his revenge, right? He thinks he's killed Maria Ross, and for him that should be the end of it. I've had my revenge, you know, let's go back to normal. But he seems to be plotting something with some lady called Elizabeth. Have I met an Elizabeth? I don't know, but they're going fishing, and he said something interesting to Armstrong last episode. He said that you should take a holiday and go east, and he was like, it was nice last time I was there. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said something to that extent. And when had he gone east? And it just makes me think, because if he's connected to the east, the Middle East somehow, and this guy Yowlin, the new foreign guy in the yellow suit, when the Barry the Chopper was going into the prison to try and kill Maria or break her out, as we found out, he was walking past Yowlin and he stopped and came back just because he heard him say he was from Middle East. He probably didn't say Middle East. I can't remember exactly what he said, but you know what I mean. He is from China or from Xing. Yeah, I feel like there is some sort of connection there, because why else would this guy come back just because he heard of where he was from? And yeah, I feel like Barry the Chopper is somehow in league with Colonel Mustang, and they've got something cooking. They've got some sort of a plan, because it made no sense if this guy Barry the Chopper is meant to be held captive. What kind of a captive leaves and then comes back? Why would you come back? That makes no sense, you know. It seems to me that he's the one who's actually holding the dude who put his gun in his back pocket. Can't remember his name either. He seems to be the one who's holding him captive, so it just didn't really make a lot of sense to me why the hell he came back, you know? If I'm a prisoner and you kidnap me and I'll find a way to leave, best believe I'm not coming back. So yeah, he's in no way held captive. Just a bit interesting. And it seems that Barry the Chopper's body, who's now a chimera, they're gonna let free to stir up shit. Yeah, guys, look, there's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot that I'm finding out, but there is still so much I feel like I don't know. I'm curious to find out what else is going on with what's the name of the guy who's really quick with the one eye, the eye patch, Theo Bradley. Yeah, we've kind of had his storyline, you know, brought up at the end of the last season, and then it was just nothing else. I've heard nothing else about him, so I'm curious to know what the hell he's doing and what exactly is going on with him. How has he got a son? Is that actually his biological son, or is that just some random boy, his stepson or something? Because if he is a homunculi, then he should not be able to reproduce. And even the whole situation with Ed's dad and his grand plan, haven't really heard much more about his grand plan. And And I feel like they're dropping these hints and then they just kind of left them there. And I'm still curious to find out what is going on with that. What's going on with this guy with... God, do you know what? It's so bad. Like, I'm terrible at names. This is really embarrassing. I need to like make a list of all these characters' names. But you know the guy with the vendetta against alchemists, because they destroyed his town and his family and his people, and his brother gave him tattoos. What's that guy? Yeah. I haven't really heard much about that guy. The last we saw of him, he was in a cart with the little girl who's also from Shin. And I'm assuming that by the title of this episode about a little human, they're gonna be picking back up with this girl and we can find out more about her. She seems really interesting. I feel like I would like her character. That's my immediate feeling towards her. I think she's gonna be helpful. So without further ado, guys, episode 18.
Risen Bull, this stop, Risen Bull Station.
Oh, there she is. Turn around, look.
Are you ever gonna tell me what's going on?
I haven't been fully informed on the details. My only orders were to retrieve you and to rendezvous here.
Rendezvous? With
Rendezvous,
who?
yeah.
I'm glad you made it all right, Major Armstrong, sir. Huh? Hey, sup, big guy?
Lieutenant Breda!
Should I know who he is?
And the stuff with Lieutenant Ross. I have no idea what's going on.
Me
Good thing
neither,
I can
buddy.
explain it all.
Hmm?
When did you get here?
And how'd you even get in?
The window. It seemed appropriate for a criminal. First, there's no need for you to worry about Ed's well-being.
The ruins? Is this
Whose idea was it to bring the kid?
what's the
It
name
was
of
a
that
direct
place?
order.
So, this is Xerxes, huh?
Oh,
Looks just like
yeah,
the
that's
fable
not the name I was
described
thinking
it.
of.
Did you say a fable? How interesting. We have a similar legend in Qing about a drifter from the west. It's said that his teachings were combined with our ancient techniques to form the alchemy we practice today.
Alchemy is primarily used for medical needs, isn't it?
This is a little bit
Yes.
like religion, isn't it?
We know him as the Western Sage.
So the West in his title is supposed to refer to here?
It is believed so, yes.
Probably the exact same person.
Back east, where I was. It's a nice place. None of the big city noise. And lots of beautiful women.
That damn colonel?
There really wasn't any place in Amestris we could safely hide a dead girl. Especially one that's still alive, you know?
So the colonel knew that Lieutenant Ross was innocent all along?
What?
This seems a little too showy, sir.
Is that what you think? Really? You sure about this?
Oh yeah, the lieutenant fired a bullet all right. But it wasn't me, not you. I've still got a hole in my right hand where it passed right through.
Well, that changes things. Barry, I've got a proposition that you might like.
Oh. Gotcha. I promise not to kill anyone.
60 pounds of pork, carbon, some ammonia. What is this?
The ingredients for a well-cooked corpse.
Human transmutation?
Of course not. I'm just gonna whip up something that looks like a human corpse. I'm not claiming to be an expert on human anatomy. But I've got plenty of experience burning corpses. Let's go. You're Maria Ross, correct?
What? Oh my god. I did not see that
Snap out of it.
coming.
I can't believe the colonel was able to pull one over on us like this.
He knew it'd be easier to convince you if you actually saw Lieutenant Ross.
Fine, I'll admit it, all right? He actually knew what he was doing this time.
He mentioned something else.
But why take Ed? The Colonel was just trying to keep him out of his hair, wasn't he?
You got it.
These ninjas are insane.
You know what? You should ask that Alphonse kid. He's also just a soul glued to metal.
So here I am. You're supposed to tell me your secret. And I was promised you'd tell me.
You're supposed to. He didn't promise.
Yeah, but I don't exactly see how I have anything to do with it.
Elle and I committed a taboo. We still have people that help us. Some people get angry at us. Others support us silently. Each one of them has tried to help me keep my promise to my brother. Which means all I can do is move forward, right? And I'll protect everyone I can along the way.
Goodbye, Edward. Take care of yourself, okay?
I still owe you. For slapping me, that is.
You can get me next time.
And if you ask me nicely,
Who is
I'll
he
bring a gift.
talking to?
Huh? I'm sorry, hold on, Roy. Hey, Kate, we have a customer. Could you please let Jacqueline know?
Jacqueline? We have a customer.
Copy that.
What? Jacqueline?
Barry! Try and relax, Bowman. We want this one alive, so don't kill it!
Smells like an ashtray. Sheen Havoc?
Fallman, don't you think I'm wearing this mask for a reason? Man, I can't stand working with amateurs. Sorry about that. Yeah, and I'm sorry that you got dragged into this.
Isn't there a good chance the enemy's waiting outside?
We'll be safer there.
Safer with the enemy.
Damn it!
Who did that?
I heard a loud noise. What happened?
It was nothing. A customer was getting fresh with Jacqueline, so I slapped him around a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
You don't mess around, Elizabeth.
All right, don't even think of moving. I've got a
Isn't
few
she meant
questions
to be
for
on
you.
holiday?
Wait a minute.
A two-headed dragon and the sun. Ah, damn it! Why does the top part have to be missing? You're an Ishvalan.
Oh, there's loads of them.
I'm afraid that we're going to have to take you hostage until your military returns our Holy Land to us.
They're not gonna return squat. Not over a single kid.
It was the death of a single child that triggered the entire Ishvalan civil war. So you really
What
shouldn't
child?
doubt your significance in the eyes of history.
You stood up for me. I don't get it. I always heard that you guys hated Amestrians.
Despite the atrocities your country has committed, I know that not all Amestrians are bad.
Madame Shan and I were both injured during the Civil War. But then we were saved by these two Amestrian doctors. To be honest, I do hate you. But the two of them saved me, and you deserve the same treatment.
You're not talking about the rock bells, are you?
Are you saying you were a friend of Dr. Rockbell?
Yeah.
They saved the lives of countless Ishvalans, all throughout the course
Oh,
of the
who's
entire
Rockbell
war.
again?
No kidding. They were like an aunt and uncle to me.
They refused to abandon their post. It didn't matter how much
Is
the
that Wayne
fighting
Reed's
escalated.
parents?
They were both murdered in cold blood. And it was by the hand of an Ishvalan they'd saved.
But that's so...
I'm so sorry. There was nothing we could do to stop him.
Is he
Tell
that
me
dude?
who did it!
His face was wrapped in bandages.
It's that dude, isn't it? No, it can't be. I bet they just want me to think that.
You know how amazing this is? I mean, how often does a guy get the chance to chop up his own body into tiny little pieces?
Dude,
I'm pretty
what the
sure
hell?
that would kill him, and you told me not to do that.
I'm getting chills up and down my soul. I've got to get my knives into it.
Back off.
That's
Barry.
your
I thought you
boy.
were supposed
What?
to have the urge to
What a
return to your
freak.
body, not chop it up into pieces.
That body's way past its expiration date.
Ew.
This is just cruel! I have to do it! It's my body, so it's up to me! And I'm putting it on the chopping block!
Damn it! I said no!
What's wrong?
Just a squabble. One of the customers is mouthing off. I've got a customer of my own to deal with.
No. Don't. Wow. Okay. What an episode. Definitely I was not expecting anything that happened in that episode. That did not go down the way I was thinking that it would actually go down. Wow. So Colonel Mustang, I feel like I've just eaten all my words because he's not what I thought he was. He's actually a decent guy and he had a plan and he wasn't so ruthless and heartless and so driven by revenge that he would like not see the truth, and he's not as dumb as I may have initially thought he was. I feel like I haven't given him enough credit so far in the series, and put my hand up. Okay, so yeah, I've seen him in a new light and I am liking it. It's kind of all coming into place now. Well, not so much because they throw one thing at you and they kind of give you a little bit and then they just open up this whole new can of worms and you're like, what? Even the confrontation between Barry the Chopper and his body, that didn't go down the way that I thought that would go down. I thought he would see his body and it would be like, oh, I must get back to it, or I don't know, I feel like his reaction would have been different. I didn't expect him to be like, oh, there's my body, I just really need to chop it up into tiny little pieces. It's my body, I want to do it. What? That's so disturbing on so many different levels. That's just a bit crazy. I do love the continuity with this anime though. I like the fact that, you know, because Barry the Chopper's head got like shot out and there is like literally like a little gap, like space missing, and it's just still there, you know, the more deteriorated he is, like it's obviously still present, and it's not like in the next episode it's magically healed and he's just back to normal. It's the same. I really hope that Gluttony does not kill Elizabeth. I like her character. She's a bit of a badass and I feel like there is more to come with her. I feel like there's more to find out with her, and I really, really hope that she doesn't, like, nothing happens to her and, you know, she just finds a way out of it. If he eats her, that'll just be so, that just would not be good. But I feel like this show gives you something and then they take something back, right? Like how they said with alchemy, you get something, there's something, you can't have something for nothing, you know? And I think because they sort of made us think that Maria Ross died last episode and now she's back alive again, I feel like the next episode some crazy shit has to happen and maybe somebody else has to die, and like die for real this time, you know? I feel like I don't trust when good shit happens, so it makes me a bit skeptical. I'm like, oh no, they've given us something good. Oh, man, I'm dreading what is coming next. But yeah, overall I enjoyed that episode. I like the shock and the surprise and the twist. I am really getting deep into these mysteries and it's just like so interesting. Like I really enjoy when I can really try and like think and figure stuff out and trying to put 2 and 2 together and come up with 10. So yeah, I am definitely enjoying it, and I'm about to go watch another episode right now actually, guys. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.